We have legislation, we've had it for many years, that requires all plant and equipment used in any industry, whether it's locally made or imported, to meet with stringent safety requirements. But there's no body that really tests equipment before it's being sold.
I don't think construction workers or engineers are trained sufficiently for using complicated equipment. The problem is with all of the training that needs to be done, the equipment's getting more and more complicated, and you can't include it in a 2 or 3 or a 4-year degree. And most of the construction workers are not trained at all. So there should be a facility where some basic training can be done, but in-house training is always essential if you've got specialized equipment. If you take people off the street and you make them work in a dangerous environment, such as a construction site, you're putting their lives at risk because they don't know what they're doing is dangerous, from removing staging, removing props without appreciating that the roof can come down on them. They must understand why and what will happen if you do this. And there's no way of preventing accidents without giving people proper training, and most companies are not capable, especially smaller companies, of training in-house.
You know, what research has shown us is that one of the leading causes of incidents and accidents in the construction industry is not the lack of training as such, it's more the lack of adequate and competent supervision. That is something that the legislation has now addressed with the construction regulations of 2014, expanding the role of supervisors and managers on site. And that's key, that's vitally important, that we make sure that workers are supervised properly and adequately by trained people.
To me, a proper mentorship program is essential. Having youngsters that graduate is good, but you can't be an experienced person without working. So it doesn't matter how good your qualification is, you need training on the job. And so having every youngster that start working for a mentor that really helps them to get all the right things in the right places and experience in a good way is, I think, the answer.